Hey, what's going on? We're going to take a look at this Walther PPK. This is the S model, which is the sport model. Has a little bit larger capacity, so it's 7 rounds instead of 6. So you've got a little longer grip here. There is no treatment at all to the slides in terms of grip, so we'll see how it feels when we shoot it. We're going to shoot at a distance of about 10 yards here, and we'll see how it does. Pretty good. I like the feel of it. One other thing I like to do when I'm testing a gun that I haven't shot much, I like to run maybe 5 rounds through it pretty quickly, just make sure it feeds in a fast situation. So that's what we're going to do now, and just make sure this gun has no issues pulling the trigger fast. So not really an accuracy thing here, just more of a how's it feed, how's it feel. Actually, it held on target pretty well. I like it. I like the feel of it. So we'll get into the in-depth review now. Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. Going to take a look at one of the most beautiful guns, in my opinion, on the market today. This is the Walther PPK S. And the S is essentially the sport model that was introduced in 1968. Very, very similar to the original 1931 design with a few minor changes, and we'll get to that in a minute. I rolled in a little bit of footage. I don't normally do shooting footage, but shot this gun quite a few different rounds through it. Was very pleased with the feel of this particular firearm. Really like the way it shoots. It points well. It handles like a dream. I love the PPK. It's phenomenal. So let's take a look at some of the features and some of the different things on this gun that really, in my opinion, set it apart as the best little carry gun you might be able to buy anywhere. Again, Walther, this is an old design. This has been around for a long time, but it still competes with modern firearms in virtually every way. You've got really nice lines. It's really slim profile for a 380 carry gun. You know, I like that. You're not, adding a lot of extra bulk. It definitely is heavier than obviously a polymer frame gun as you would expect, but still it carries really well, and I do like that. The sport version is a 7-round magazine as opposed to 6. So you've got a slightly longer grip than the standard PPK. In my opinion, it's superior to the standard just for that feature alone. The magazine, which you only get one, which is kind of a downside, does come with an installed pinky grip extension. So that's nice. I can get all 3 fingers on the grip of the gun, and I do really like that. Don't like to have that pinky flopping around down there. You'll notice that there is no serrations or anything milled into the frame at all. It's completely smooth. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about that, but actually I do like it. You know, you'll see here, it is completely smooth. Some people may not like that as much. I didn't find that it was a problem at all. Grips are, kind of a hard plastic. They're okay. I maybe would change those out for something a little different. They're kind of a checkered pattern, nothing great. This is a single action or double action gun, so it does have a safety only on the left hand side. One thing I noticed on this particular handgun, the safety is kind of gritty, and it's kind of hard to maneuver here in a shooting position. It's just kind of, you can hear it. It's just kind of a gritty feeling, gritty sound. Also serves as a decocker, so here when we're in single action, it will decock into double action, which is great. I definitely like that. Sights are serviceable. I shot quite well with it, and you'll see there, there's nothing wrong with those sights whatsoever. You know, they certainly will work. Very low profile. They're metal sights, you know. Not gonna break. Could they snag on something? They are kind of sharp edged here on the rear sight especially. Potentially, I could see if you pocket carried this gun, yeah, it could snag. I could see that. Really like the grip and the feel of this gun. Like I said, it points well. You've kind of got this wavy top here. They say that's kind of an anti-glare thing. I'm not so sure it really adds a whole lot to the gun personally. Just maybe kind of a look thing more than an actual usefulness. I didn't notice any difference at all. Just me personally. Again, 7 rounds of 380. That's great. I did, you know, shoot this gun quite well. This target that I'm going to roll in here kind of includes where you saw where I was shooting it relatively fast. At about a distance of 10 yards, if I can get it on here. You'll see there, you know, there's the center of the target. You know, again, shot it quite well. I'm happy with that group. And here's the head. You know, again, got one kind of flying down there low. That's just from the staple up there. But, you know, that's a pretty good group. I'm happy with that at 10 yards. It's definitely a gun that will outshoot a lot of your standard pocket pistols, carry pistols that are out there. You know, I've never shot an LCP well, or a lot of these little small guns. You know, I would compare this in terms of, you know, quality of the build and usefulness in terms of accuracy and reliability to maybe a SIG P238. I've always liked the SIG setup, and it's always been super reliable. This is another great option. These retail in about the $600 ballpark. The finish on it really doesn't affect price at all. I noticed blued versus stainless, at least on my end in terms of what I'm paying for the gun, is virtually the same. So why go with the blued when you can have this beautiful stainless look? As far as the trigger goes, get it up here and you can kind of see the pull on it. A little bit of bring up to it. Brakes really nice. I really like that. Double action is a pretty hard pull at first, but it's really smooth all the way through, and I do like it. So again, check it out. Walther PPK. This is the PPK/S, stands for sport. I think you'll do yourself a big favor if you at least give it a shot. Yeah, it's more money than a lot of stuff that's out there, but you know, I've told people over and over again, if you're going to carry a gun that you want to, you know, depend upon and be there when you need it, that's not where you cut costs and shortchange yourself, is on your everyday carry gun. That's where you go spend some money and get the absolute best gun you can buy for your budget. And I think this is right at the top of the list. So check it out. This is Keith from Trigger Happy. We'll see you next time.